Hello, my name is Jonas and I'm going to teach you how to make a dashing game in GameMaker Studio 1.4. So open up GameMaker Studio, go to New and rename your project to dashing game and create. Now let's go to sprites, create sprite, and I'll have a link in the descriptions where you can download the sprites I'm going to use. So go ahead and do that. And when you're done, go to load sprite and let's open the sprite dash player. Let's rename it to sprite player and center the origin. Now let's create another sprite, load sprite, and load the dash enemy sprite. Rename it to sprite enemy and center the origin. Now let's go to object, create object. Let's rename this to obj player. Now let's choose the sprite player. Let's go to add event, create event, control and execute code. Now let's write dash equals false, so we aren't dashing. Now let's add event, step event and execute code. Let's have an if statement, so if dash equals false. Let's have these braces and if dash is false and if mouse check button MB, which is mouse button left, so this is checking if we are holding the left mouse button, and if we are holding, we want to have a direction equal point direction, which will be x, our x position and y position, and mouse x position and mouse y. So our direction will be pointing at the mouse position, and let's add a speed equal 3. Now let's add else statement. So if we aren't pressing the mouse left button, the speed will be 0. Okay, let's create our room, create room. Let's rename this room, play. Let's go to width, have 1280 and height 720. And the speed will be 60. Now let's also choose a background color. Let's have this light blue and visible when room starts. Okay, now let's zoom out a little bit and let's go to objects and have our player object, and let's press somewhere here in the middle. And now let's go and run the game. It might take a while to compile it. Mine was pretty fast, but now let's try it out. Left button, yeah. We're moving. Right, nothing, because we haven't got still the dashing. But now let's close this one and go back to object player and step, and let's have here if not dash. So if we write exclamation mark and dash, this is the same as dash equals false. And here let's have if exclamation mark dash and mouse check button and pressed. We want to use the pressed function, and mouse button right. So now we want to have the same direction, so let's copy this, Ctrl C and Ctrl V, and we want to have a speed which is 10, and then alarm and brackets and a 0 inside of it and equal 20, and dash will be true, so this means we are dashing, and it means we can't move anymore while the dash is true. So let's copy dash equal false, let's press OK, add event and go to the alarm, control, execute code, and let's copy here the dash equal false. Now let's try it out again. We should have a fully functioning dash, so right button, yeah, we can dash anywhere we want to, and move with the left button. Great. Let's close this and let's add the dashing effect. So let's create object, let's rename this object dash underscore effect, and let's have the sprite player. Now let's create event, control, execute code, and let's have a transparency for our image. So image alpha equal 0.6, and let's go to step event, control, execute code, and let's add image alpha minus equal 0.05. This means it will be more transparent, so it will be more closer to image alpha 0, which is completely transparent, so we can see it. So it's we can see it. And now we want also destroy the object when it's almost transparent. So let's have if image alpha is less than 0.05 braces and instance destroy, which will destroy this object. Okay, let's go to object player, step, and let's open this piece of code, and let's create here an if statement, if dash. So this means if dashing is true, and when dashing is true we want to create instance create x and y position and object dash effect. Okay, let's try it out again. Now we are moving and dashing. We have this nice dashing effect. Okay, thank you for watching, and in the next episode we are going to code our enemies and an enemy spawner. So thank you and bye.